Hello, viewers. Today is July 14th, 2024. I'm here to discuss about the battleground states in the US presidential elections. And more specifically, I would like to discuss about the state of Pennsylvania. I would categorize Pennsylvania as the mother of all battleground states. We have three battleground states in the Midwest area, um, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. But Pennsylvania is going to be the mother of all battleground states just because that has got it's a bigger state and has got 19 electoral college votes. And generally speaking, whoever wins Pennsylvania, they also end up winning Wisconsin and Michigan. So let's discuss about Pennsylvania in detail. Historically, if you look at it, Democrats have been winning the state ever since Bill Clinton won that state in 1992, with the exception of the 2016 election where Hillary Clinton lost to former President Trump. So if you look at the Democrats' performance in the state of Pennsylvania, they are able to win the state consistently because of their victories in generally six big counties. If you look at the number of counties that they normally win, for instance, Hillary Clinton won around 11 counties out of the 67 counties in Pennsylvania. Joe Biden won 13 out of the 67 counties in Pennsylvania. Joe Biden won only two extra counties, namely Erie County and Northampton County, but he didn't win those two by a large margin by any means. So typically they win those 11 counties, but among those 11 counties, if you really look at it, there are only six counties which has got a huge number of population, which makes the difference in the statewide counting of votes for the Democrats. So those six counties are basically the Philadelphia County, Allegheny County, Montgomery County, Delaware County, Chester County, and Bucks County. So if you look at the 2016 election, in the Philadelphia County, Hillary Clinton beat former President Trump by a margin of around 475,000 votes. And in 2020, President Biden won that county by only 471,000 votes, around 471,000 votes. So that means that Joe Biden actually underperformed Secretary of State Hillary Clinton in that Philadelphia County. So now let's go to the next big county, which is the Allegheny County. In the Allegheny County, Hillary Clinton won the county by 108,000 votes, around 108,000 votes, whereas President Biden was able to win that county by 147,000 votes. So you see the margin there. There's a huge margin that he had in his election against Trump in 2020. Then you go on to the next county, which is the Montgomery County. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton won that county by 93,000 votes, whereas Joe Biden won that by around 134,000 votes. So again, there is a huge difference there. President Biden was able to outperform Hillary Clinton in that county as well. Then you go to the Delaware County. Hillary Clinton won that county by 66,000 votes. President Biden won it by around 88,000 votes. And going on to the next one, which is the Chester County, Hillary Clinton won that by around 25,000 votes, whereas President Biden was able to win by around 53,000 votes. And finally, coming to the Bucks County, Hillary Clinton was able to win that county by only 2,700 votes, whereas President Biden won that by around 17,000 votes. So if you look at these six major counties that Democrats do well, President Biden had a net effect of around 140,000 extra votes as in terms of margin against Trump than Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. So Hillary Clinton lost 2026 by 44,000 votes, and President Biden won by around 82,000 votes. But he had this net 142,000 votes margin that he had on these six counties. He outperformed Hillary by around 142,000 net margin votes, and that helped him to win by 80,000 votes. So the reason I'm saying this from a historical perspective is that these six counties are very, very crucial for the success of the Democrats in the state of Pennsylvania. So now some of the Democrats are saying, oh, Joe Biden was able to um, beat former President Clinton in Pennsylvania, so he should be the nominee. And that's not quite right. If you really look at the demographics of these counties, um, most of these counties are big cities and the suburbs of the big cities. And right now, President Biden is not doing very well in the suburbs. Most of the moderates and the independent voters are moving away from President Biden and on to former President Trump. And also in the rural counties, Trump is going to try to get as much additional votes that he can because Democrats can win at most 13 counties. The remaining 54 counties, President Trump can just get 100, 200 extra votes in this election. And also, President Trump has a chance to pick up a lot of these suburban voters in this election who are moving away from President Trump. That is one of the fundamental reasons I think that President Biden will not be able to win Pennsylvania, and hence the Democrats will not be able to win the presidency if they don't win Pennsylvania. So that's why I've been talking about this in the last 3 videos, that Biden will eventually withdraw, and if he does withdraw, they need to find someone palatable to every segment of the Democratic Party, but at the same time, they need to find a VP candidate that can bring the Midwest into play, and they should at least turn one of these Midwest states blue. Not one, actually, they have to turn all the 3 states into blue: Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. So that's one of the reasons I felt like the popular governor of Pennsylvania, Joshua Shapiro, will be a good candidate either at the top of the ticket or as a vice president. So unless they do that, it is going to be very difficult for them to win Pennsylvania. I think the Kentucky governor, Andy Beshear, might be able to help in Pennsylvania as well, but the safer route would be to either make the governor of Pennsylvania as the top of the ticket or at least as a vice president. I do feel that Kamala Harris, Joshua Shapiro ticket will do very well. But if we look at the race right now, let's say it is an X from the Democratic side versus former President Trump. At this point of time, I think it's a very close election, but with a very slight edge to former President Trump. Democrats might not like this, but that is the state of affairs at this point of time. I'm just doing this as a political analyst and a data analyst, and not as someone from a political party or something like that. So I do feel that Democrats have to do a lot more work to basically win Pennsylvania in 2024. That's all about Pennsylvania from my side. Let me just talk about Michigan and other states tomorrow. Take care.